Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
How's your sound?
Yeah.
If we possibly get a giant truck, we might ask you to pause, but we're picking you up really well now. Those giant trucks.
As long as everybody can still be close to the
Yes, if anyone has, yeah.
Okay. I have a picture inside of here. Look at this today. Bruce Wilson, WILSON. I am in front of the federal courthouse. I'm in front of the federal courthouse for the Alexis Ware's family. Her father, her aunts, her cousins, her friends. Sadly, we are approaching a month now that she's been missing. We have done everything we could to get the FBI to participate in Alexis' disappearance. We have done everything. We have reached out to citizens and grandfathers. I have personally reached out to individuals with the U.S. Attorney's Office. I've even reached out to individuals with SLED down in Columbia. And we still have not been able to get the FBI to be involved in this investigation. And so today, with the permission of Alexis' mother and her stepfather, I will be releasing some information today that we had not wanted to release, but now we feel that we have to. Now, Alexis' mother and stepfather met with Anderson County yesterday. They had a very long meeting. And from my understanding, Anderson County is not opposed for the FBI to get involved with this investigation. So now I'm going to know the problem. Secondly, and I have made the U.S. Attorney aware of this, pass this information along to the Department of Justice. Alexis' stepfather was a member for more than 20 years with the Department of Justice. He just retired last year. So for the FBI not to get involved in this case is a slap in the face, because this family is one of them. In fact, we understand now that his former position with the department could be associated. That should make the FBI want to get involved, at a minimum, to make sure. This man gave 20 years to the Department of Justice before he retired last year. How dare the FBI not get involved with his stepdaughter's disappearance? How shameful. And so to you media, I would ask you to please go to the U.S. Attorney's Office, to the Department of Justice, and to the FBI, and find out why. How is it possible? How is it possible? Is it true that when black women go missing, nobody gives a damn? Not even when it's one of their own. We're tired of this. We're tired of playing around. It's almost 30 days. This young lady has 2 young children, a loving family. It's time to bring her home. We're not going to keep begging for them to get involved. Today we're standing unified, demanding they get involved. Anderson County does not have the resources as the FBI. Anderson County does not have the scuba divers, the boats, the resources. Anderson County says that they want the FBI to get involved. What is the problem? I have a mother begging for the FBI to get involved. I have a father begging for the FBI to get involved. I have the community begging for the FBI to get involved. Why the hell won't the FBI get involved? It's time. It's time. And enough is enough. So what we're here today in front of this federal building with going to drive our tears because we have had tears for these last several weeks. And now it's time to demand. It's time to demand. Because this community, we deserve more than what we've been getting. All we're asking for is nothing special. We want the same treatment that Gabby Tino family got. And we understand that Gabby's father put Alexis' photo on his social media. And we are appreciative of that. If Gabby is willing to help, why the hell ain't the FBI willing to help? And I apologize for being as emotional as I am about this. But it's time to bring the This family cannot keep just sitting by. It's 30 days now. What is the problem? If there is a Department of Justice connection, if the Anderson County Sheriff Department is willing, what's the problem? What is the problem? Let's work together and bring this young lady home. So that's why we're here today. If any family member would like to say something, I'll allow and step aside and then I'll come back to answer your questions.
I'm surveyed. I went to college. I knew that you were going to be one thing I know for sure, you would never leave a community alone. And for the police and the FBI to not be involved, it's not only affecting her mother and her father, but it's affecting all of us. Me as a mother, I still have a young daughter. Every night I have a tough time going to sleep, wondering if my child is okay. It's going to be once. I can only imagine how a lot of if the FBI don't pick up this case, that's a big issue. They have a lot of stuff going on. There's been a lot of us crying. There's been a lot of us not eating, not sleeping. All want to do but we ain't gonna stop it.
And I want to reiterate what she said, that we know from what the investigation have shown that our car was back and forth through Georgia. So we have interstate connections. We know that the car was found in a different county. So now we have multiple jurisdictions. Why won't the FBI take the case? Let it be under one jurisdiction. Let it be under the individuals who are equipped to handle this. They need to get involved. They need to get involved, and we're not going to stop. They need to give us the resources to bring this young lady home. I'll take any questions.
Before we get started with questions, ma'am, would you mind saying and spelling your first and last name? Thank you.
It's Survey, S-H-E-R-V-A-I, John, R-H-A-M.
Did we hear correctly or you went to college with her?
I went to college with her.
Yes, ma'am.
And she also was my next door. Talking
That in itself should lend credence that when we call on the FBI to state to get involved, there's an interstate connection. We have a disappearance. We have an interstate connection. What else do we need? They say that they need it to be a federal crime. I don't know what else we can do. I mean, what else do we have to do other than, do I need to call everybody to meet me down at the FBI's office, which I'm prepared to do? I am tired of this. We cannot sit around and hope and wish. I'm not against prayer. We're going to pray every day, but we also need some action. And so this is becoming dire. It's dire. We're almost at 30 days. This is dire. So we need something to happen, and we're not going to sit around and wait. I'm expecting a phone call in the morning telling this family that the FBI is picking this case up. Or I'm going to put out another challenge.
Has the Anderson County Sheriff's Office been in constant contact with the family?
Well, that's another issue that we're having, is this in-between communication with the family. It's hit and miss. Sometimes they can get in contact with them, sometimes they can give information. Yesterday was the first time that there was a meaningful conversation.
You could I'll hold.
Yesterday was the first time that there was a true sit-down conversation with the family. The family was not, with the exception of them saying that they would welcome the FBI, the family was not pleased with that conversation. And we put that on the record. They are not pleased with how the investigation is going. We can put that on the record. We're not going to bite our tongue about this because more can be done. More is not being done. This is getting treated like we're just looking for a car, a missing car. We're not looking for a missing car. We're looking for a missing person with children. And I'm getting tired of this being treated as though we're just looking for someone that, we're looking for a stolen vehicle. We're looking for a life, and I want people to start taking this serious. Black and missing is serious in America. And I'm tired of this. This case, Alexis' face has not been on mainstream media, period. Why? Because she looks like me. That's why. We're not going to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. And so I'm not going to sugarcoat it when I say that the FBI needs to pick this case up. We're tired of biting our tongue behind this. And we're not going to do it anymore. They need to get involved.
And Bruce, the connection that the stepfather has with the Department of Justice, is that within the state of South Carolina? Forgive me for the details, but as you know, details matter. What was his connection when you say Department of Justice? At what level, sir?
He was a senior officer for 20 years here in South Carolina.
A senior officer in the state of South Carolina?
Yes.
Thanks, sir. Have there been any other, I might be unaware, but I believe at this point, please correct me if I'm wrong, have there been any other law enforcement agencies? Has it only been Anderson County Sheriff's Office at this point?
Well, of course, McCormick got involved because that's where the car was found. Abbeville has had some type of involvement. SLED, they came in and dealt with a week later. So this is what I'm talking about. Pay attention to this. The car was found, but they didn't search the area that the car was found until a week later. Something about that is not right. And then they say we didn't find any evidence. Well, it's a week later. Something's wrong there. That's why one agency needs to be investigated.
Bruce, obviously you guys have made requests to the FBI. You're out here today. What more can you do? Is there anything more you can do besides, at this point, just getting up here and asking for it and demanding it, as you say?
It's sad that we have to do this. It's sad that a family has to beg and beg and beg and plead for an agency that should be willing to protect them at all costs, especially when a family member has a connection with them. You know, that's sad. That's one of them. Someone who has a connection, but they still have to beg and plead for them to get involved. They should be more than willing to get involved. In fact, they should be knocking the door down saying, let us help you because you are one of us. But instead, we're out here in front of this federal court where we're begging them. I got a father standing beside me wondering where his daughter is. I got a mother at home now, grieving, can barely leave her home because she gets so worried. I got 2 children wondering when will they see their mother. I got a community on edge. Wow. And all we're asking is for them to take their hands. We're not asking for nothing special. All we're saying is, FBI, can you please come and take over this case so we can have meaningful resources? That's all. Nothing special. And with that, I think I'm good. Thank everybody for coming out. Please ask the FBI what's the problem. Thank you.